right, Shalom.
Shalom.
And we're going to start out by giving all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash. Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners. Peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we the GMS Memphis camp. I'm the brother Karab to the back.
Hey, the brother you're not Allah.
Hey.
I'm the brother Kodash.
Hey, we coming at y'all with a beautiful lesson going into Israel is failing an open book test. They don't want to apply themselves, you know? Israel is failing an open book test, and they don't want to apply themselves, man. All right, I already done did a part 1 to this lesson, which going into you have to apply yourself, man. When you come into this wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, you have to apply it, man. You have to walk this truth. You got to be upright. You have to put in the works. And Jake don't want to work, you know? So that's why we call y'all 2/3, because y'all pretty much, y'all are unuseful, man. You know? Ain't nothing the Lord can do. What can you do with an individual like that? But destroy him. All right? You don't want to listen to the knowledge. You don't want to hear the instructions. Hey, the only thing that's left for you is death. You know? So, Lord willing, we're going to get precepts. Lord willing, y'all edified.
Hey, it's the book of Hosea, chapter 4, starting at verse 6.
Right.
It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people as in Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians. It said my people are what, brother?
It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
Right, so if you don't want to be that nation that walk with wisdom according to Deuteronomy 4 and 6, then the Lord just going to reject you, man. Because ultimately you don't want to hold up those standards that you agree to, man.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so like,
Now you good, Ak, you good. So the Lord's going to reject you. Hey, Baba Kushai, you know, get Deuteronomy 29 and 29 in the MSG.
all right.
In the message. Go ahead, get that giant card for you.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15, and it reads, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Man, hey, going to that word observe, you know, because hey, that's mentioned a lot throughout the scriptures. Observe, circumspect, hear. That's the first commandment, man. The first commandment is Shema, O Israel, man. Hear, you know. And there's one thing our people have. They have a hearing problem, which make them pretty much, that's why the scriptures say you are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because it's something within your mind that you pretty much, you niggas just can't get it. You got it, brother.
This is the word observe in the blue letter in the Strong's, and it says Strong's H8104, and the Hebrew word is shamar. It says in the outline, biblical usage.
Here, brother just mentioned the first commandment is Shema.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shamar.
Oh, Shamar, Salaki.
Yeah.
Keep. Yeah,
Yeah,
Salaki.
yeah,
Shamar,
keep.
keep. Cuz, Salaki. I thought it's
Yeah,
Shema.
Oh, yeah, because he going to observe.
Yeah, it says in the outline of biblical usage, it says to keep, guard, observe, give heed.
Give heed. Keep going.
It says to keep, have charge of. It says to keep, guard, keep watch, and ward, protect, save life. Watch, watchman. It says to watch for.
Hey, if I may add,
got it,
hey,
brother.
that's one of our jobs, man. That's being prophets and servants of the Lord. Like, we're supposed to be watchmen, man. Okay, watching. And it says observing. Just going back also to Hosea 4 and 6. It says, since thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, Yahweh Shema Shai. You read in the law, Deuteronomy, which also means the addition to the law. You know what I'm saying? That's law. And Jake has forgotten the contract, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord has set up with us, and that the Lord has between us. And so we have to observe, but since we didn't observe, the curses came upon us, man. Since we didn't keep them, the curses came upon us. But you got it, dog.
And finishing up, it says to keep, retain, treasure up in memory.
Come on, man. Treasure up in memory. So, hey, we supposed to remember these things. Also, what as the Lord told us to what we supposed to follow this unto generation, teach our kids. But see, since our forefathers has forgotten it, what their kids has forgotten it, and that cycle has kept going. But what the Lord has always left a remnant that's gonna pay attention, that's gonna open the books up and be ready for the test, man.
Yep.
Okay, you got it though. Right?
Yep. Yeah, this last one, it says to observe, celebrate. It says keep Sabbath or covenant or commands, perform vow.
Hey, perform the vows, man. Brother got that Deuteronomy 29.
Hey, this Deuteronomy 29 and 29 in the Message version, the MSG, it says the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, our power, will take care of the hidden things, but the revealed things are our business.
Hey, the revealed things are our business. Happy are we are, O Israel, for the things that are pleasing unto the Lord are made known unto us, man.
Yep.
The Lord said, hey, I love if none but him that dwelleth and with wisdom, pretty much, man. So when you're applying yourself to this open book test and you're actually, seeking out and inquiring about the Lord, hey, the Lord is pleased with that. You know what I'm saying? But when you pretty much doing the opposite of that, going against the scriptures, talk about Esau can be saved, you know what I'm saying? Talking about you hate the Hebrew Israelites, just all these things. Like, we in a time where persecution is on a high rise, man.
Yep.
And it's coming for those who have no likening, or pretty much they don't want to apply themselves to Yahweh Shema Shah. They hate the Lord.
Yep.
You got it.
Yep. So this back in Deuteronomy 29 and 29 in the Message, it says, the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, our power, will take care of the hidden things, but the revealed things are our business. It's up to us and our children to attend to all the terms in this revelation.
To attend to all the terms in this revelation, man. Hey, it's that simple, brother. Get that Baruch 4:1. Bring that AI overview out.
Okay. Yeah, this is the AI overview for failing an open book test. And it says in the AI overview, it says failing an open book test indicates a misunderstanding of the course material. It says of the course material and an inability to apply concepts, even with access to resources like notes and textbooks. Open book exams.
And how you got access to it? Hey, freely receive, freely give, man. And a lot of these people failing these open book tests, man, because they not reading the material, man. And here it is, it's an open book test, and when the exam come, you don't even know which category or which chapter to go in to even know what you don't know the curriculum. So you finna fail horribly, right?
Yeah.
I got this precept. It says, I'm gonna read it in the KJV and I'm gonna read it in the NLT. Proverbs 29 and 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Let me get it in the NLT. It says, when people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild. But whoever obeys the law is joyful, man. Because ultimately, guess what? They walking on eggshells. They fearing Yahweh Shema Shai. But a person who do not accept divine guidance through the prophets, that the Lord set up his prophets, man. I know I told you get Baruch, get Jeremiah 3 and 15, and then go back to that Baruch. Because, man, that's the point. That's what we here for, man. The prophets not just out there just to be out there.
Right.
We here to get you ready for the arrival of our Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And conduct, right? And everything, man. Appearance.
Yeah.
Can't come as you are. You got it, brother.
Hey, this is Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart,
Right.
will which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yep, I will give you pastors according to my heart, which should feed you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Get Isaiah 58:1.
All right.
Because we teach what we feeding you. We feeding you on how to properly get yourself together for the Lord, man.
Mhm.
And you got to give your body a living sacrifice.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice your way of thinking, your way of living, whatever rank or high value man you was in this society. You was the cool guy.
Mhm.
Hey man, prepare for your image to be pretty much switched up, man. Because all those who worship Yahweh Shai has to become a new creature.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord requires a change.
Mhm.
But guess what? When a man don't accept divine guidance, hey, he ultimately gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, and then receive a divine judgment.
Man, a divine judgment worthy of God. You
Yep,
got
yep.
it, brother.
Hey, this is Isaiah 58:1.
Mm-hmm.
Cry aloud, spare not.
Right.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins, man. You're seeing how we judge according to the scriptures. See, the reason why these other people hate us is because we prove everything with the scriptures, man. The scriptures
Yep.
tell you to what? Prove all things.
Mhm.
Line upon line, here a little, there a little. That's how we break down precepts. That's how we break down prophetic events. That's how we break down life situations that we go through in our daily walk. So when you forsake these things, you'll ultimately get that Baruch 4:1. Now it's about time.
Hey, this is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endured forever. Hey, just going back also to the AI overview, it says the textbook. Hey, this is that textbook, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Like the brother was saying, you could download it on your phone, man. It's easily accessible, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, they giving them out free.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Hey, so
Yeah.
this is back in Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that have endured forever.
Right.
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
What it say back in that what we read, Proverbs 28? Because I'm gonna read it again. Proverbs 29 and 18 in the NLT. When people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild.
Mm.
So they run loose, young, wild, and free. They reckless, young and reckless. You know, it's all types of shit Jay be doing when he refuse. You ever want to hide something from a nigga too? Put it in a book. You know, like Stink mean to read, nigga, read.
Mhm.
You know, like Jay got a reading problem. He got he don't want no understanding.
Yep.
A lot of these people feel like they got it already too.
Mhm.
But it say, but whoever obeys the law is joyful. That's the whole duty of man. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. But only a fool will make something so simple so hard because they want to hold on to their image, their worldly image. They don't want to be lowly. They don't want to come humble. They don't want to be instructed, man. You know? So, y'all brothers got something?
I could read verse 2.
Alright.
Because like you saying,
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't want to be
And then we're going to go back
instructed.
in that AI.
But what was Baruch, you know what I'm saying, saying, you know what I'm saying, to our people Israel, you know what I'm saying? It says, turn thee, O Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
be instructed and take hold of it.
Mm.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Yeah, so we could be in light, man, to be in the Lord. Because, hey, as it say in Isaiah 33 and 6,
Yep.
Mhm.
knowledge and
Wisdom,
wisdom
yeah,
shall be
yep.
the stability of our
That's
time.
right. Yep.
So, hey, we want to be in light, know what to do and what not to do. But 2/3 of our people, they not gonna be in the knowing. Why? Because they ain't been studying the textbook. See, they like like the people, the badass kids in school who didn't want to study, they
Yep.
want to bring their books in, just drew in the books,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, drawing on the pages,
Ripping them out.
ripping them out, you know what I'm saying, bullshit, just destroying it, not studying, not taking heed, not knowing, hey, that part of that section that you tore out, you need it,
You
because
need
that
it,
test was coming up.
Yep.
So, hey, just apply that to 2/3 of our people, not want to study and take heed into these scriptures, man, because hey, you know, some of them got the Bible apps. So, you know what I'm saying? They got the Bible apps, you know, on their phone, but they don't, like we just read in Jeremiah. The Lord has gave us a passage according to His heart that should feed us. You know what I'm saying? With knowledge of wisdom, understanding. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord has still got them blind, or have led them to pastors who has led them to a ditch, man. You know what I'm saying? They teach us. But hey, call halal Yahweh Shem Hawashah, the Lord has gave us great leaders and teachers, man, professors. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to prophets, man, to show us and teach us, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Hawashah, man. And Lord willing, the spirit stay on us, man, to keep our head in the books.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they tell you.
Yep.
I got a precept on that.
I got a precept for you. Just going back to
Like,
just going back to what the brothers been talking about, about basically getting this knowledge, while we can. And ultimately, you know what I'm saying, ultimately with this open book test, it's good, that you take your notes, but it's good that you write them upon the table of your mind, like the scripture finna say.
Man, really apply them.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
Yep. It says in because if I may add also, cause that's what the brother Anah had just said this past camp, that it gotta be in you, not on you.
Yeah.
Yep. This is Proverbs 7. I'm gonna start at 1. The point is in verse 3. It says in Proverbs 7 and verse 1. It says, "My son, keep my words, and lay up," and it says, "and lay up my commandments with thee."
Yeah, and another word, similar word for keep, shamar, goes into observe. You know what I'm saying? Taking heed. You know, so my son, take heed unto my word, man. You know? You got it.
And it says in verse 2, it says, "Keep my commandments and live." Go back to that Baruch. Yep. And it says, "And my law as the apple of thine eye." And it says in verse 3, this is the point, "Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart." You see?
Hey, heart goes into lie, man.
Yep.
Hey, meditate on these things. Meditate therein day and night. Joshua 1 and 8.
Yep.
You know, do these commandments and then you shall prosper. Jake backwards. You know what I'm saying? Jake like, man, I just want to prosper. Jake want to prosper.
Right.
You know? But it ain't the time for that. Said wise man heart discerning both time and judgment. So when you ain't got the spirit upon you, the divine influence upon you to teach you the way, to guide you the right way on how to conduct yourself in this world, then you end up dead, man. You end up judged. You know? You got it, my brother. Yeah, go back in that.
Come let me get this.
Get that joint,
Okay, okay.
Salaki. Go back in there.
Okay.
Yeah, not yet, because I can feel it coming.
Okay, come. This is back in the AI overview. For failing an open book test indicates a misunderstanding of the course material and inability to apply concepts, even with access to resources like notes and textbooks.
Keep going.
Textbooks. And it says open book exams often test understanding and application,
Keep going.
not just rote memorization. Failing suggests a lack. It says failing suggests a lack of genuine comprehension of the material, even with the aid of readily available information.
So here it is. It's readily available, for you to understand, but you failing, man, because you incapable of hearing. Why is that? I'm gonna get this account, and then you get that Psalms, right? So this is Matthew 27, and I'm gonna start at verse 21. Cause this really where it stems from, man. Y'all was already 2/3 was already hard headed, but this right here really just sealed the deal, and therefore that's why they're reprobates. For this reason right here. This is Matthew chapter 27, verse 21. The governor answered and said unto them, "Whether of the twine will ye that I will release unto you?" They said, "Barabbas." Pilate said unto them, "What shall I do then with Yahushua, which is called the Hamashiach. They said unto him, let him be crucified. And the governor said, why? What evil have he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water, washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person, see ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be upon us and our children. You see, you think the Lord ain't hold them to that hey, every idle word that man should use, they should give their account of in the day of judgment.
Yep.
They offered up Yahweh Shai. They killed the Prince of Life. Lord, whether you can find that in Acts, get that in Acts. They killed the Prince of Life, man. So you think they deserve to be living right now? You think they deserve to understand these scriptures? You got it, you know.
Hey, this Psalm 69 and 22, let the table become a snare before them that which should have been for their welfare.
Right, what should have been for their welfare, what should have been pretty much good unto them, what should have been their resource, right? Their notes, life, let it become what, brother?
Let it become a trap.
Let it become a trap, man. So that's why you have a lot of individuals, like I say, in the last days that should be scoffers. So you really, as you come into this knowledge, bro, you really can't get mad, you know, because they doing their part. When you look at other camps and they doing these half-ass teachings of the mark of the beast, they doing their part.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Because guess what, man? Hey, y'all them same niggas, they said let the blood be upon us and our children. That means let you take full responsibility of the crucifixion of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Therefore, the Lord even pours in y'all minds.
Yep.
Hey, you got something, you know?
Yeah, cuz. Which woman to hold?
Man, to the thing, to the pure, all things are pure, but even their heart and conscience is defiled. You got it, brother.
Come on. This is Acts 3 and 13. The point is in
I think
15.
it's in Titus 1 and 10, I think.
Yeah, it says Acts 3 and 13. It says the power of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob, the power of our fathers, have glorified his son Yahushua,
Right.
whom ye delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate.
And what it tells you in the scriptures, he that deny me, I will deny you before the Father and the angels. You see what I'm saying? So every day, the reason why these 2/3 dropping like a bad habit, hey, is because the Lord pretty much marked them for judgment. Going back to Ezekiel the 9th chapter, you know, set a mark upon the men that sign cry for the abominations thereof, and then he told them again,
Yep.
hey, set another mark, and slay utterly old and young. You see what I'm saying? Both maid, women, and children.
Yep.
Because ultimately, those the people that don't want to come back to the obedience of the scriptures.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, finishing up in Acts 3 and 13. I'm just starting from the top again. It says in verse 13, it says the power of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob, the power of our fathers, have glorified his son Yahushua, whom ye delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate when he was determined to let him go. Verse 14, but ye denied the Holy One and the just, and desired a murderer to be granted unto you. Verse 15, and killed the Prince of Life, whom the Heavenly Father Yahweh have raised from the dead, whereof we are witnesses.
Right. Because their Prince of Life is Yahweh Shai, man. You know, I am the way, the truth, the light. No man come unto the Father but through me. See, the Lord gives life, man. You know? But men don't want life. You know, men love darkness rather than light, man. You got it, you know?
Hey, this Titus 1 and 15. Unto the pure all things are pure,
Right.
but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled.
Man, that means they can't get it, man. That Peter Gan is blocked with pork juice. So they can't get it, man. And the Lord don't want to deal with them. You see, they hate righteousness so much, man. They despise it to the point that they persecuted prophets, man. You know, our people hands is filthy, man. 2/3, man. Hey, they done shed a lot of blood throughout the generations, man. So now it come to a point where you see the reason why these folks can't get it is because the Lord is judging them, man. Anybody got something?
Yep. Hey, this is Jeremiah 6:19.
Ooh.
It says, "Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people,
Okay, straight commandments.
even the fruit of their thoughts,
Man.
because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it."
Hey, so the reason why Jake failing an open book test is because, man, he rejected the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. So he gonna fail, man. No matter how many times he take it. You know? Because he's so prideful, he felt like he didn't need the book. You know? And thank Christianity for that. Because y'all swear y'all already saved. You know, you get dumped in that water, come back up. I'm already saved. Saved goes into prevent the death of, man. You can't stop yourself from dying, you buffoon. You got it, brother.
Yep. Hey, that was it.
That was it.
Yep.
Get that giant.
This is 2nd Ezra 7:21. It says, "For Yahweh Shema Shai have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment."
Man, he gave them straight commandments, man. You know? Straight commandments. Like we went into that lesson on Sunday with Tazama dealing with the plumb line. You know, the plumb line pretty much going into examination pretty much. The Lord looking upon you, examine to see if anybody pretty much on the same page as him.
Yeah, lined up.
Is you lined up. But here it is, when he do the plumb line and he checking, like the brother say, a lot of niggas' ways just so crooked. Hey, it ain't even, the Lord ain't even dealing with them. He just passed over. Like, yeah, them niggas marked for judgment. But here it is, the Lord done gave straight commandments on what to do through his prophets. Simple,
Yep.
you know? But what it say? As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks to the wicked, man. Because the wicked ultimately can't understand this because their soul is malicious. That's why